Hi, I'm Chris Littman and I'm the Chief Customer Experience Officer of Etisalat by EAN. And this is our video entry for the Customer Centricity World Series.
Hi, I'm Miggy, Senior Director for Customer Experience Strategy and Innovation at Etisalat by EAN. Today I will be discussing the Customer Experience Change Factory and how we as an organization have invested and evolved in the area of customer experience. Over the last year, we have invested significantly to focus and lead in customer experience in the UAE. This began with the building of foundational aspects of customer experience, such as the appointment of a Chief Customer Experience Officer, the creation of a Customer Experience Department, and ultimately the establishment of Net Promoter or NPS as our unified measure for CX. By doing so, this allowed us to then measure and identify areas for improvement. We've built governance structures and frameworks around ensuring that insights yield action, and we've built an entire process, culture, organization around ensuring that every feedback and every action is addressed by key advocates in the organization. In the last quarter, we have launched significant strategic imperatives that improve customer experience, one of which is the CX Change Factory. Our organization is designed to enable customer feedback. We are organized around the customer journey, ensuring that as feedback is received, there is a team responsible for action. Our organization is designed end-to-end, from strategy and design, on one hand side of the spectrum, all the way to execution excellence. Over the next 2 to 3 years, our strategic programs are aligned to ensure that our mission and vision, which is to be the market leader for customer experience in the UAE, and to set the benchmark globally. The Customer Experience Change Factory ensures that 100% of customer feedback and complaints are captured. In the past, feedback, complaints were received and actioned by disparate parts of the organization. But today they've been centralized into one factory. Ensuring that all feedback and complaints are received by one team means that nothing falls through the cracks and everything is actioned. Because feedback is consolidated, this allows us to do systematic in-depth analysis and root cause analysis. This means that we've identified problems from incidents, ensuring that we don't only solve an incident or a one-off complaint, but also solve the problem, ensuring that no other customers experience the same issue again. The Change Factory is responsible for presenting findings and recommendations to our management, ensuring that enough resources are assigned to action a problem, the assignment of stakeholders and change agents to fix an issue, and ultimately cataloging each action to ensure that all insights received yield an outcome and that all outcomes are action. We are proud of the results. The Change Factory has allowed us to significantly reduce our number of escalated complaints, almost a 50% reduction from when we started. This not only means that we've successfully prevented incidents, but also the root of the problem, ensuring that customers will never experience these issues again, and also eliminating customers' reasons for calling. This has resulted in significant business savings, but ultimately, by removing customer pain, this has also resulted in better customer Net Promoter Score. We're not perfect as an organization, but we aspire to get there. Every day, our Net Promoter Score improves, our customer experience gets better, and our culture of collaboration around the customer improves.
The most challenging aspect of setting up the Change Factory, like any change, is resistance to change. There are a lot of people in the organization who've been here for a long time, so they're used to the old ways of working. And we have to ensure that they're aligned with embracing the new ways of working. So there's a lot of change management that is required to do this. But first, we have to ensure that our change agents are aligned in terms of our principles and the values that we want to bring to the table, and ensure that in every conversation that they have with their stakeholders, the customer lens is, they always use the customer lens, and they're able to embrace the new ways of working. We're very lucky because we have top-down support from management and leadership, which means that as we move towards a new culture and new ways of working, the management team is able to drive this transformation from a cultural perspective.
I can see the Change Factory as an open channel between our beloved customers and Etisalat by E&, in which both sides hear each other very clearly. Customer is expressing his VOC through various touch points, and CX team is getting into the depth of this VOC, putting the customer's hat on in order to identify what type of enhancement is needed, whether it's a product, service, or a process. This open channel makes the customer feel and believe that their point of view really matter, and it can really help in positive changes when needed. And for the organization, I believe that the Change Factory is critical to fix various existing issues, and based on the experience gained this fixing phase and through the customer VOC, proactively not having such issues solved. And while launching a new service or designing or a new policy, we take this fix experience into consideration to have things on the correct path. This open channel makes the customer feel and believe that his point of view really matters, and it can really help in positive changes when needed. And for the organization, I believe that the Change Factory is critical to fix various existing issues. And based on the experience gained during this fixing phase, proactively we can avoid repeating such issues while launching a new product or designing a new service or policy. It has widened my audit scope and my quality audit lens as well, across the different channels. In other words, it has changed my approach from a compliance audit to a customer experience audit that challenges the status quo whenever possible, for a significant customer experience as one of the leading tech cos in the world.
The successful outcomes for the Change Factory are numerous and there's a lot of them. But if I was going to think of the biggest achievements that have come out of the Change Factory, I would say it's the lowest escalated regulatory complaints. We are at the lowest in our recorded history for regulated complaints. Now this means a couple of things. This means that customers are obviously complaining less, which means they're getting more satisfaction out of the contact centre. But it also means that from a regulatory point of view, we're meeting our obligations to the customer in if they have an issue, that we are resolving it. I think the other thing that we're seeing is decreasing call volume. Decreasing call volume is a very good indicator that customers don't require service because we've eliminated the reason for calling through process change or through systems change. And this of course leads into a better customer experience because you don't have to do anything, you have a seamless service. We're also beginning to see movement in NPS, which means customers are recognizing the better service that they're receiving, and when asked, they're giving us a better score, and therefore this should lead to a higher retention rate, as we discussed earlier. As an organisation, we've only been able to achieve these results due to the collaboration of all the different departments here at Etisalat by E&. Customer experience is not an island, and it would be impossible for us to move forward without the buy-in of every department here around customer centricity and putting the customer first. And this is a journey which we began about 12 months ago, and it's an ongoing journey, and we're certainly not there yet. We have some ways to go. But the results show very promising beginnings and an ability to get things done as an organisation and together. And hopefully we will be rewarded as a result of that with customer loyalty.